Alright. Okay. Hello everybody. We are back. So, we're gonna continue with the Cosmic Decor Guide. I did a little bit more by myself, and as you can see based on my room, like, I did a lot more. Let's see, also, I finished the bathroom by myself. Let me see if I can trigger it now. No. I'm trying to, like, trigger the, I think I have to do it at the end of the event. Well, probably, let's try now. Yep, where's my trash? Did you all see my trash? I placed it here, and it's such a huge pile of trash. Who took it? It wasn't me, I'm reading. It's not me, I'm disturbing Han Hung while he reads. Hang on, why did you place the trash in the power car? I rummaged through all the trash cans around the space station just to gather those cans. I wanted to play Jenga with them. Meow. Trash cake. Eh? When did this little one get on the space station from the express? Come here. Let me give huggies. Meow. Burp. It ate my cans. It burp smells like trash. Spit it out now. You can tell. Maybe it was hiding among your cans, and you brought it back. Find the time and take it home. Take it home? No way. It owes me a blood debt for gobbling my trash. Since it likes eating trash, then it's a sign. Then let's sign it at duty. It can eat all the trash it wants. Gosh, why are you stooping to the level of trash-eating creature? Just let it go home. How, how do you know it doesn't want to help us with this glorious task? Let's ask it its opinion. Little one, you're volunteering to help us out with the express duties, yes? If yes, reply with meow meow. If not, then reply with the still and sad music of humanity, nor harsh or granting through of ample power of chastising and subdue. What? Meow? Look, it agreed. You really poured your heart into this. I like how my entire squad is literally just this now. Oh my god, I love this. Mini Wizard of Oz. This round of duties has started. Hurry, I will lead the crew to perform this round of duties. Use the crew members. What is going on here? We are literally trash gremlin now. When spending a duty, every duty will be viewed as effective, including the base score. What did you do? I think I used that one a bit too early. Yeah, I should have used the one and then the Danheng ability. Okay. Can I like No, I cannot. Okay. After encouraged experts to conduct trash recycling, he introduced a scrap recycling agent passing by paid a high price for everything. Damn, I advanced by 10 levels. Lucky event. Only for a moment, will rise whenever you got picked. Jesus! Okay, how does this work? Okay, let's do this, and this. Okay, so before I was able to get like S plus 7s, and now it's gonna be very hard. I need to make sure I get all the activities. I'm sorry, you're late. We agreed to train together in the morning, but you're a whole system hour late. When we made a bet yesterday, you confidently proclaimed that you would definitely be able to wake up on time. I didn't hear my alarm go at all. My memories were stolen by a memo keeper. If that's the case, I'll wake you up tomorrow. Anyway, since you're late, you have to pay the consequences of the bet. We're using your express funds to treat ourselves to breakfast. Fight back your tears and forego the express double stag. We resume tomorrow. What bet? Why don't I remember this? No, just cough it up. I was off Thursday from the morning routine. Time to buy some milk tea. Did you even understand the whole point of our morning training? The cooking genius number 1, 2, 3 started cracking dirty jokes as imitation. Jesus Christ. Trash can. Trash cake opens his mouth wide, waiting for someone to feed it. Kitchen trash. Here, kitty, you can have the chicken scraps. Oh, at least it's being loved. Okay, here. Two. Let's see if we can get something better. We are literally just in love with the trash cans. Ooh. Fortune cookie. All meetings with a chance to trigger effects will have their trigger probability doubled. Get rid of that one. Lucky then. For fruit, they were reduced. The crew was so eager to devour the fruits that they almost forgot to save a few as seeds. Yeah, we can end there. These numbers don't make sense anymore. What was the point of that? Okay. Hmm. Sorry, there is no eternal domination in esports. When you're executed your filthy schemes to win in the Super Trailblaze Kid, did you ever fathom the day I would rise from the ashes? Oh dear, Mr. Yang. Here was a seasoned programmer for decades. As he's a prolific protege, would it be a cakewalk to handle a rascal like you? Get ready to taste defeat. March, I also taught you before not to not to be arrogant and underestimate your opponent. But Master Yang, the student will take your teachings to heart. March 7th has been prepared for this. I'll have to get serious this time. Yes! Secret contact symbol with the dead for you. After Blitzkrieg, that you triumph overwhelming victory. No, something's off. Mr. Yang, is she cheating? How is she suddenly got so strong? I never cheat. Hey, you're not supposed to reveal yourself. So you gotta stand in Artaria. Esports is all about fairness. Cheating is frowned upon. You need to reflect on your actions. I already said I wasn't cheating. And starting with a Stalinon hunter to gang up on an innocent, adorable self, you're a total villain. Let's see you fight me on the internet. I was like, context serval? Yes. Like, there was like zero hesitation for that one. You know what's funny? I literally have this on the bed, and I think they actually start selling the sparkle dolls now. Let me see. I think they actually are selling the thing now. No, they're not. Not yet. Okay. That was weird. For like a split second, I had like no internet. Yeah, that was like very weird. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, see there, just sparkled all. Yeah. Okay, so I can continue where I left off. Oh, that was fun. I love my family. Aw. Okay. Okay, now we're getting into stupid numbers. What was the point of that? Right, Pom Pom can't know yet. We're picking a present of appreciation for them. And what's with the sudden gift? You don't think a token of appreciation is too formal? For the longest time, Pom Pom helped us solve all sorts of daily problems without the slightest grumble, but we've never properly thanked them before. That's right, sometimes you'll even discover that you know so little about others, even though you spend so much time together. We were locked in discurrents for a long while before realizing that none of us knew what gift a conductor likes. Which is why we decided to voice our opinions and discuss what kind of present is best. Arturi, what do you think about all this? A huge megaphone, an electromagnetic turret. Just wrap me up and present me the pom pom. You should drop your daydreams and be a good little doody doer. That pom pom just came out of nowhere and was like, while on patrol, Pivoty Quarter shakes hands with the express crew on duty. The Southpaws manage to motivate everyone. That's cute. Let's... When you submit for the last time, report is times 3. Okay. Cackley lies on top of the robo cleaner and lazily adjusts the machine's directional on its tail. The vacuuming blind spots on the cars are all handled in one fell swoop. What? Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do the patrol. That was a good call. Yeah, now we're just getting into the stupid numbers. What was the point of that? I was trying to get like a times 5. Look, Atari and I went to Baby Joy Miracle Capsule Star, pulled our resources, and came back with a whole box of Hamster Heights Heroes capsules. This time, I'll definitely pull the hidden bountiful sunflower toy. The scene where capsules flooded north from the capsule star's 2 halves unfolded. That was truly a magical sight. The Baby Joy trademark magical toy capsule star. The IPC sure loves turning its commercial franchises stars into bizarre abominations. Look, on the bright side, it's now a must-see tourist attraction in everyone's interstellar travel itinerary. It's a pity I still prefer the scenic premise of nature. But I cannot deny the capsule blinding box is an interesting thing. I read an article not long ago. It was written by a young student from the armed archaeologists about the research on how to ascertain a relic's worth in the ancient tombs without damaging them. Come to think of it, the principle could be similar to the so-called capsule blind box. Of course, that's just a theory. I haven't had a chance to put it in practice. Isn't that fortunate, Sotoria? Get your blind box out and dazzle our Capsule Master's eyes. It's all yours, Capsule Master. Don't call me that. Use Cloud Hypnotic to verify, yes. As long as we use Cloud Him Magic to control the water flow that impacts the capsule, we can outline the approximate shape of the toy inside. The instancing the chronic magnetic time and intensity of the sound of water flow in the capsule. Got it. It's this one. Ground him sounds. Bro, are you a bat? Hello. I didn't understand a single word, but I was super duper impressed. That's alright, it looks like we have to bring the Capsule Master along in our next visit to Capsule Starr. Capsule Master, we can't do it without you. I already said not to call me that. So this is a permanent event. It's like forever here, which I love. Robin. We'll have an arcade machine in here. Are you crazy? The display can be brightened and the program is running smoothly. The issue is resolved. You just plug the cables into the wrong ports, missing a couple of slips, and install the cellular calculation chip in reverse. These are minor issues for a beginner. You've done quite well. I never failed to impress. Just as I expected from Mr. Yang. As long as you understand the underlying principles, assembly the case isn't difficult. I'm a bit surprised the cellular calculation chip has a foolproof design, so theoretically it shouldn't fit if inserted incorrectly. The manufacturer probably didn't anticipate this. You really have a remarkable amount of strength. You just forcing it. The force. The wrong port. Oh my god. We are dumbasses. Even though there are many advanced display technologies now, holograms, illusions, brain-computer interfaces, I still prefer a good old-fashioned screen. Maybe I'm just not trendy enough. When I was younger, I used to compare the specifications and prices of various hardware-assembled computers myself, and even work on some much larger machines. Realistic holograms display screens near synthetic brain processors. That's quite luxurious. What do you plan to use them for? To become the ultimate hacker to play games. I'm not quite familiar with this kind of technology, but I recommend some beginner materials to you. Looking forward to the day you master it. We literally have. Well, it's just like, why do you have all this? To play games. I'm like, what? Realistic hologram display screens. Brain processor is truly luxurious. Even I want to get a set for myself. Yes. So yeah, this is the room that we are given. Go sleep. A philosopher once said, you need to stay awake all day to sleep all night. A poet once wrote, lying down late after a lamp is out, sleeping soundly amid the sound of rain. The two lines have nothing to do with what's coming next. Why are you talking about this? There's hard work. There's no greater relief than going back to your room for a good old sleep, throwing yourself onto the bed with no alarm clock and no worries. And about oversleeping, how happy is it? The warm, cozy bed in front of you beckons like an obvious trap. Perhaps you should follow your heart to lie down and get a good sleep. Slip. Soft mattress, warm quilt, as soon as your head hits the cloud like pillow, sleepiness comes in waves. So how long are you gonna sleep? I'm still gonna sleep until the heat death of the universe. As long as I can, and just a while. Good night, Astral Express. Is there like, I think that's probably like an ending that we can trigger ourselves. Obviously, it's not gonna be the canon ending. It's just another meme ending. Pom pom. Today, passenger train March 7th went to Baby Joe Miracle and came back after Easter. How nice the conductor wishes they could go. Hopefully, there will be a chance someday. Aww. Alright. Let's see. We can actually display our souvenirs here. Oh, wow. Wait, does that just change with every weapon we have? Hang on. Hang on. The top has traversed the starry seas and crossed countless years. Now it lies dormant on the Express, as peaceful as a traveler returning home. You decided to let it rest for a while. That is so beautiful. Please don't ask, like, why is there an antivirus software here in the Interstellars? Computer viruses have been lingering around for thousands of years, and if it's the last thing that anybody wants today, today the progress bar of antivirus software doesn't advance to the end as smoothly. A warning that a virus has been detected plunges in the center of your screen. How dare you? When did the computer get a virus? If the virus thinks you're pushover, it's got the wrong person. Either way, you'll never allow such destabilizing factor to remain on your screen. Stop, hold on a second. I can follow the type squeaky out of the window and jumps in front of you. Still too late, and the checking process is already going. I'm screwed. Soon I'm gonna be finished. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the smart virus. I'm sorry for being born as a virus. This is too smart. Who asked you? How could a curious nameless not be interested in me? I know that I won't be able to escape from interacting eventually, but however, I will die without regrets if my last thing. It's not a trick. You're not tricking me, is it? I neither hijack your hardware nor dance on your desktop. It's rare to find a virus as honest as me these days. Narration, birth, and death are inescapable rules of the world. Perhaps people are often too busy living lives, but are indifferent to death and dignity. Perhaps that moves you, so you decide to listen to this dying wish. Don't pretend to be a narrator. Thank you very much. Thank you for your kindness. First, my first wish is... It's been a long time since I had a full meal, but my first is to fill my belly with trash piles. It's of no use to you. Is that okay? Documented. I'll give you the video files. This is when I get lying in the desktop idling. Please give me some time before we come to rest my wishes. That's just interesting. Do I just have a trash can virus? A second trash can on my computer now? Great. Alright. For all these days, you keep becoming Express MVP. Passenger Toria can now freely choose their duty squad members, remember to work, and finish renovating all the rooms. I'll do this one because this is actually kind of fun. Like, you want to score less. You get a plus 3,000. Billy, inventory check. Awesome. I'm gonna have to miss that lucky day, damn it. Ah, where were you? Alright. I should have used that, but it's already far too late. Welcome to stupid numbers. I was listening to the radio drama on the earpiece, and when I dozed off and I woke up this morning, I noticed I had only my right earpiece. I flipped the room upside down, but I still didn't find the other one. I'm so upset. I'm used to them for the longest time. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Secretly buy a replacement. We'll help you look. Finally find the other earpiece in the ceiling lampshade. My thing is, how did it even end up there? I just have a bad sleeping posture. You really are... You're a real martial expert. Okay. So first... This is gonna be fun. Think about the trash cans. Yeah. Might as well scrap that one. It's bad because I missed up times 3, but it's fine for now. We literally have a doll just doing absolutely nothing. Beautiful. This is always helpful. It would have been so beautiful in the last one. start with this build. Ireland. Apologies. Madam Herta has recently hoarded many experiment materials in her supply zone. According to her words, a single spark could explode the entire space station, which is why lead researcher Asta has ordered the security order to conduct fire safety inspections on all dark spacecrafts. Isn't it reasonable to tell Madam Herta not to stash so many dangerous items in the supply zone? It is, but also know Madam Herta is personally all too well. Yes, all too well. So please forgive me for the inconvenience. We have currently found the following problems. Some characters aren't outfitted with fighting equipment, and risky areas do not have warning signs, flammable and explosive items have not been stored accordingly to stringency. According to current Space Department regulations, we have forced to ask the Astro Express to make the mandatory rectifications within the deadline or risk refusal of entry by the space station. I'm sorry. We want to see the lead researcher. We better just leave. We've done so much for the space station, so can't you just do this for us? We want to see Asta. I'm well aware of the issue, and I'm really sorry for causing trouble, everyone. How about this? I'll procure the firefighting equipment that meets the regulations and dispatch the personnel to install them. You can consider it a token of appreciation from the space station to our partners. You shouldn't have to spend money on that, miss. So here's the funny thing. Asta has so much money that she doesn't know what to spend it on. She has too much money to the point where she's like, well, what do I do with all this? So she's willing to pay for so many things just so she can just get the money out of here. And that's a canon fact. So the reason why she hires so many people, one, because it makes sure that everything is operating smoothly, but second thing is because hiring more people means more money can leave her purse. So she wants more people to constantly, so she can keep paying for them, and the more she pays for them, the more of the money leaves her purse. But the thing is, Asta makes too much money. She makes more money and makes more money makes too much money faster than she can spend it. Let's replace this one. Lucky event. Pum accompanies Shush, organizing a messy cargo compartment into a neat and orderly space. They looked at all the tidy cargo area and felt a sense of healing within. Daily tile schedule have become insensitive. So we don't have any more. So. So yeah. Also, the main reason why I'm just like sorry is because Welt's ability, when he's like team lead, you can only select. You want to just select 3 people. You get like a massive boost. Does everyone still remember that we agreed to see this Unsitter Supernova explosion a month later? Ticket sales are going to start in a few minutes. Of course. Hey, I thought super explosions are a natural phenomenon, but we have to buy tickets to see them. IPC is so scammy. It's too dangerous after all. We can't ensure our own safety. If we go to see it ourselves, it just can't be helped. A month maybe renting, but my mind has been super ready a long time ago. Shush. Thanks for coming to help us grab tickets. System hours collaboration complete. Activating maximum combat preparation. Warning, this is not a drill. Warning, this is not a drill. Identity information input complete. Connectivity status optimal. Backend cache complete. Completely cleared. Page operation normal. Jesus Christ, we're just like making sure we get those tickets. Full set to finger exercise complete. My hands are hot and ready to go. Everyone, ready? Go! Come on, fingers, don't stop tapping. We should trust in the power of technology. My reflexes were born to grab tickets. Method of counting down until heart beats rhythm and counting down are 1. 10 tickets purchased. Pages may have maximum fingers can do. But that's not my maximum. Tap, 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 tap. Apologies. I only used 4 digits. I can hardly use them to tear toilet paper. After the countdown ends in a deathly silence, you gaze at one another. There is one singular despair etched in everyone's eyes. It's all sold out. We didn't get any. It's fine. Practice makes perfect. We'll get them next time. Anticipating supernova explosions aren't exactly a common occurrence. Apologies. I was the lack of my digits caused a burden. I will try grow another finger. Oh no, but that means I'll have 5 digits. 5 digits rhymes with 0 tickets. You sure are a tin can of laughs. Collecting room isn't small. It can hold a lot of memories, but without a habit of keeping it tidy, even the largest space will gradually fill up with clutter. Teach me, Master Danhung. So during time rating hygiene Starr the Express, I asked you here today to learn your secrets of organization. The fundamental issue with organizations is how to categorize things. It's quite similar to conducting scientific research. Just like how the Astro Ecology School advocates creating a comprehensive chart of evolution cosmic life based on similarities and evolutions of characteristics. In contrast, Canographs advocates organizing all knowledge into an encyclopedia according to the initial letters. Artoria, which one do you prefer? Characteristics or alphabetical order? Let's just do characteristics. Figures belong with figures, posters belong with posters. It's the same when I'm organizing entries in the databanks. However, I think if all the collection room becomes too neat and orderly, it might lose some of its lived-in feel and start to resemble a showroom more than a real estate agent. Perhaps it doesn't need to be so strict, a bit more spontaneously is fine. The lives of the nameless are always full of fatigue, so it's always to cut yourself some slack, even on these small matters.
Oh, wow! This makes me feel like revamping my own room. It's so nice seeing this empty space gradually fill up with furniture. A happy occasion like this calls for a celebration.
Aren't we already celebrating?
No, silly. I'm talking about her celebrating in her own way. If it were me, I'd take a relaxing hot bath in the evening and enjoy some me time.
That's a unique way of celebrating. Is there a bathtub in your room?
It's concealed, of course. Ever heard of secret rooms?
All I know is she deserves to take some time off for herself.
Even though your room is set up, you must remember to keep up with your duties. The express will be departing soon, and there's still so many things to do.
And now, Artoria once again.
Congrats on the new home.
And once again, Artoria will once again like to say congrats on new home. Took a reach to the glasses, drinking in unison. Then, with laughter, they bid farewell. Just as the door is about to fully close, there's another knock at your door.
Ah, dear Nameless, are you available right now?
So wait, I just realized something.
Good evening, my nameless friend. Would you like anything to drink? How about some refreshments? My knowledge base indicates that while late-night snacks may negatively affect one's health, they can also bring great joy.
I just realized something. If Otto does come to Starr, this is his voice. Because it was somewhat confirmed that Shush's Otto voice bears resemblance to Void Archive, or Otto. And people are now thinking that Loicha is Void Archive, and that Otto's right there. So, oh god.
I once knew a young Nameless who was both early to bed and early to rise. He had a regular exercise routine and strictly regulated his caloric intake, rejecting every suggestion that I ever gave him. To him, midnight snacks were no different from poison. As a result, he lived a long and healthy life. It's quite a tale of caution, is it not, dear Nameless?
Cool story. But I just want supper right now. I'd rather live a long life.
Ah, but you shouldn't have supper if you want to be super. How did you find the joke? Hilarious wordplay, isn't it? You can't help but laugh, can you? But I digress. After hearing about your plans for a good soak, I thought this would make a most suitable gift and wanted you to have it. It's a bar of soap with a storied history. Hanunu, the werewolf hero of Esdana, loved using this soap when he was alive.
The camera's glass dome of Shush slowly opens. A robot arm carefully revealing the soap with platform and slowly places in its hands. Huh. The silvery surface of the base has already started to show signs of rust, but the upright iron bristles are still sharp to the touch. It might be different in customs, but where you're from, this kind of item is usually just called a metal brush. This thingamajig is a bar of soap.
Werewolf fur is a pain to manage, after all.
He was a werewolf. So now I'm going to start decorating. Here. gonna get Moisa. Because I already have everyone else.
It's been a long and busy day for you, Nameless. Would you like to take a bath, enjoy a beverage, or listen to another of my jokes first?
I'm gonna take a bath. Please leave.
This world has seen countless nights, and it will see countless more. Among them, countless belong to heroes, countless to the nameless, countless to geniuses, and countless to fools. But tonight belongs only to you, and no one can deprive you of it. The Talk people of Tidora have a blessing they reserve only for their most cherished friends. Nogati come up tonight. It translates to, this night, nothing occurred.
Shush! Get out of my bathroom! So yeah, now we'll start the thing. We'll start with emotional damage. Here we are.
Every shadow on the Yao Qing could be me.
I literally got lucky with this thing. Like, I'm just like, damn. So the thing is, the reason why I'm so interested in trying to take the path is because there is a reference. Oh, that's good. My face. There's a reference. So look, it's Yun-Li.
That smells so good. Where is it coming from? Is it coming from the kitchen on the express?
Hey, what are you looking at? The kitchen is a very mysterious place.
If it's that mysterious, could you let me take a look so I can better understand its mysteriousness? A pastry with this sweet, rich milk flavor must taste so good. I've only smelled something this sweet and enticing once, when I was little. The pastries that the Ju Ming is known for are mostly salty sweet, or smoky in flavor. So there's no way I can resist this kind of pure sweetness. Unfortunately, at the time, I was hurrying to the Artisanship Commission. My sword was at a crucial point of cooling off, and I couldn't afford to make any mistakes. When the sword had completely cooled, I went back to find the sweet scent, but it had already disappeared.
Maybe it was a new bakery that closed for a night.
I thought so too at the time. But later, when Grandpa took me around the Ju Ming's bakeries, we didn't find the same scent anywhere. After wandering around a bit, we finally bought a few dozen boxes of the Ju Ming's special salty sweet pastries, and ended up munching on them for several months. Until today. The sweet smell on the express has awakened my memories. So...
Then here's a giant pom-pom pie for you.
Really? All of this for me? Oh. Mmm. Mm. You know me too well. When I go back to the Juming, I'll make sure to get you a giant smoked jujube cake.
Mhm. Okay. And this is pom-poms. That should change. Oh. I really want more pom-pom outfits. Especially a Christmas one. That'll be so cute.
Amphorius, the eternal
Alright,
land.
now we're starting the story. There is no record of this world in the databank, not even a mention of its name.
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
Nah, it's no sweat. Sounds scary. Can we go somewhere else? I've been on an express for nearly 2 years now. There's no need to be nervous. I understand that it may be difficult for us to wrap our heads around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture into. But a journey like that was only routine to the express crew back then. After all, the Trailblaze is to explore the universe's boundaries.
We should consider Pom-Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
Sure, I'll take care of it. That said, Pom-Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. The final decision will likely still be on us to make. In that case, we best take the time to think this over.
Yeah. Plus, even if we pass Amphorius over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
That's what I thought too. Can I vote no? Alright then, for now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know about we're considering the Eternal Land as a destination. Seeing as how this is going to be an unusual venture, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations for the journey. Meanwhile, I'll see if I can't find out more about Amphorius from our allies before we depart.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine. I wonder if the hole in the Taikian Stadium has been repaired.
The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's take this opportunity to wrap up vacation instead and make the most of this break. At the moment, people still haven't experienced vacation to the pulling. They will witness a grand Yancho war dance, and during this moment of leisure, almost complete arts made by genius. And those they still want to meet again include not only friends but also foes. We're going to Sunday's point of view. Several weeks later, golden hour, Panaconi.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this? The threat's long been neutralized. They're just putting on a show. I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts. It's nothing but a pretense for those outsiders, isn't it?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Those are some difficult questions. Didn't I just say that creating chaos is also a means to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames? But there are a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident? Makes no sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo. Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled. Since then, not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts. Nobody even knows if he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then, without even realizing it.
I've heard another theory about that family head, though. I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez, are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the family will do everything in our power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Excuse me, sir. Have we met before?
Oh. Do you recall when or where we might have met?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
Oh yeah, there it is. The symbol of the order right there. It's not on the cape.
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they see through the Harmony's power of disguise, there'll be a way for us to escape.
Spare a thought for me, will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me into trouble, Mr. Prime Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with me. You're the only one I can rely on in Penacony now.
The only one you can rely on, huh? What about her?
At least, she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you. I've seen plenty like you, eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake. That said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
You're right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to their home. So exciting.
Harmonize the Symphony. Serenade the globe. Get your tickets for Robin's Life in the Song concert while they're hot. Where imagination meets style.
I see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business, unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
Remind me, why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much of one if you can bring yourself to say something like that.
That's
Yet you will
Sparkle.
repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly! Can you get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild and near your end, I showed you a way to survive and helped you escape the jaws of death. When you were at your wit's end and felt lost about your future, I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the family.
Okay, I get it already. You have a way with words, I'll give you that. Still, it's one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell-bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC mission? Did they make you a deal? You can have your freedom back, but in return you must turn against all whom you once called family or something like that?
Regrettably, Lady Bonajade didn't drop so much as a hint about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the price of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due, so why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
By walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
Can't you just look back on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do, too. The embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
Then you should also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always aligned with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door. The same applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell me that the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Oh, come on. Take a joke, will ya?
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean... Mr. One Week, please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I must be more tired than I realized.
I want to know what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We Bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath?
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday. He works for me. You don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir. Coming back to the topic of the park, let's just say that it has been recently observed that certain behaviors are not tolerated around here.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the domain he demarcated, my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time that I enforced order.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourist thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions will eventually become defiled. This place is no exception. The distorted after echoes of the Order will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
Red. I'll write down what I've noticed for now. I'll go over things when I meet the others later. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. When the cast and crew members are allowed on stage, be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. Please do not use slogan bottle caps sold by Dream Joel troops while experiencing the attractions. Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Handstand walk around a flower bed are prohibited. Attention, conduct that have been not mentioned are not necessarily safe. They just not have been reviewed.
No consumption of food except for burgers.
What?
What? No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Huh. Try me.
Wait, don't!
I'm looking at the ice cream van into walnut stomach.
Ah. Huh. So, where are those corrective measures?
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved. Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. A surprisingly reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
Huh?
Huh?
Let's try that again.
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. It's exactly what I would have done back then.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
I tried to warn you.
Like a drunk are commonly seen in a sidewalks, he vomit a silver rainbow.
How do you feel?
Now, I'm feeling murderous.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble in Ideen Park. There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
What's the plan?
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest. Breaking a few rules will do. We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
So, can I take it that rules are meant to be broken now?
Rules are meant to be broken. Arctoria, is that you?
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Anything will do. Literally just discard trash.
Something's happening. What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Please stay tuned.
Sound lingers. Incense ascend.
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe where? Are they hiding or something? Please do not use Soul Glad. The Dream Jolt troupe where?
Okay, I was gonna try and get.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya?
Just one moment.
Alfalfa.
Let me translate that for you. Who are you trying to pay with your spare change?
Ugh. I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't enough.
Handle this? Handle what? Wait, is that really all you've got on you?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
The Dream Jolt lets out turns on. It moves clear, pointing to the model hanging in front.
Whew. Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
He only got one bottle cap from that.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens? Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that, since warnings have been futile. Punishment is now inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? No. Hey, look out!
Existence is unity. Some value, I suppose. Like fire until everything burns to ashes!
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
I will claim victory for myself. Set the seas ablaze! Every petal in life's garden, all will be swept away by the wind. Allow me to purge the root of the problem. Be of your body and mind. Fight to live! The truth burns clear as a flame. Everything in this world is bleeding.
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin!
Firefly Type 4 in position. Set the seas aflame! May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Fight to live!
Oh, did they have to do that?
I need Firefly's
Could have
Eidolons.
just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Ugh. Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough. The location of the distortion is nearby.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time for it to disappear for good. Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Whoa. It worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a comeback in Penacony and grow a new pair of wings?
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That was sarcasm, in case you didn't realize. But whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget times of failure. It's only human nature.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure. What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh, it's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here, I ran myself ragged to fix the mess. I thought myself no longer the same person as before. But it looks like I was just going round in circles. I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now, we should go. This will be a long farewell.
So, where are we heading next?
OT Mall. There are bloodhounds stationed along the way, though. It might be better to take a quieter route.
I don't mean to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating. You okay?
I'm fine. The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a detour. May you stay safe, too.
Hold on. Sweet Dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
Thank you.
Does Welt know?
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him. But be sure to keep your guard up. I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
Almost.
Come now. It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case. A few feet or so between us will do. Seems I let my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
I will, but before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
Short sentences?
No.
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value, not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust. Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Then they rumble the stories of Welt.
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see,
1 week. I got it
return to
now.
my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
Agreed. But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels. That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this, too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along, too.
Okay, okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
we're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey? Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
By passenger, do you mean this lady here? Or these ladies?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Meanwhile, the Trailblazers turn.
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their way into the lives of organic life forms?
Neither did I expect to see you here in Penacony, Mrs. Squirrelum. I'd assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited into the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation. But it looks like my decision also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
I'm sure all of your geniuses showed up to the Harmony Festival. Things would have been very different. Very much different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
I'm sure if all you geniuses showed up to the Harmony Festival, things would have been very much different. Yeah. They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the Nameless after all. I wrote it to her, hoping that an all-encompassing erudition could provide us with some information.
Could there be more to it?
Yes, there is something else. Miss Black Swan said Amphorius is a world influenced by 3 paths, and said erudition is one such path.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
You're right. So this has to be related to emanators, perhaps even the ions. That's why I wanted to know if the geniuses had any clue about it.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence. I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Madame Herta said the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in remembrance technology after all. It's also thanks to her that we got to make Miss Ruan May acquaintance a while back. We even went into Caliga's Abyss to bring the Leviathan's carcass back for a new friend. Speaking of her, this is far too much an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ruan May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
Yes, a bond that truly runs deep.
So, is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
Would the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart? It's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to Lishanxiu, considering her unique position with the Alliance.
Looks like this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Tingyun better than anyone. They know Miss Tingyun better anyway. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job than me when it comes to vacations. They're probably having a wonderful time now.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on? March?
Oh, about that. Why don't you ask her instead? She knows how to present things logically.
No, I don't. Apparently, there are many Tingyuns here with us. We're gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me. I'm gonna have to break that stereotype you have of me.
Not now. Of all times. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy. A type of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
I didn't really want to do it, but she insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
You failed the challenge terribly. I wanted more candies. Behold the Laughing Maniac March.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up. But once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents from time to time in the sweet dream.
Mr. Yang? Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
I was only being careful, or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
It's been a while, everyone.
You! What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on? You're saying, have you turned on us? Am I still dreaming?
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
Welt fills them in on what's he's been through.
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves Penacony. Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you, of course. You're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
I'm not the one to boast about my past feats. He was a worthy an opponent. Nah, it was team effort.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was Miss Acheron, and then Miss Ting-Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Let's leave this discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting-Yoon to her.
I forgot you were
normal
streaming.
self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting-Yoons aren't exactly easy to communicate with.
One thing that is easy to communicate with. Perhaps the Merchant's Guild representatives can be found upon returning to Jianshou.
Miss March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my suggestion?
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting-Yoon are you again?
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting-Yoon to come together to form the Ting-Yoon Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another. We're bound to thrive and prosper.
Oh, that's right. Her
I
VA
know
changed.
We can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person to handle liaison negotiations on our behalf.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, she is. Her VA changed. Yeah.
I guess I can consider it. I hope everything goes smoothly for your guild. There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want a clone of my copies too. Miss Ting-Yoon's got a sense of humor these days.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's next voyage is to send a passenger back home. Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu? Didn't the Antimatter Legion launch an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she one of the few survivors?
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person closest to the Eye of the Storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the Dreamscape, do you have any suggestions for fixing this problem?
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting-Yoons here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. I forgot to show this. Hey, look! I got a Sunday. Yeah. The thing is, I haven't built him yet because I don't know what team to use him for. I don't have Genie Wong, the general, so.
That sounds nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal. But then again, gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day? That sounds like a good idea. If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it. She makes a valid point, too.
So.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yoons don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon. We won't be able to get a word in.
So, what do you think? Sunny.
Sunny.
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Please tell
Don't
me
we sound
this is
chummier that way?
Sparkle.
I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting Yun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her. In other words, it means the Ting Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
Okay. You just made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm walking in the street and what a weird dream. This Miss Ting Yun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
They were having fun. They were having fun with her. Why do benefactors fawn over this? I still don't understand. Seems like a professor everything. It's just standing, continuing operating the crash career, occasionally letting out exciting gap.
Why do I feel like it's not gonna be a wise move to interrupt her? Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky.
Oh, that hurts me.
I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence that adults have is a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her. Oh, were you all looking for me? Oh, were you all looking for me? Found her! If I remember correctly, this Miss Ting Yun's trait is... it's nothing special, really.
There she is. So this is also a side of Miss Ting Yun.
She ought to meet your one we can properly speak with requirement, right?
Worth a try. My lady, if I may,
wait.
I wish to perform a
This
tuning
part.
on you.
Did you do the thing? What?
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Ting Yun hostage.
What thing? Make sure self for gravitational disintegration. I know that there are 4 pairs of eyes between the 3 of us. Remember, we're the most formal people in all Panacoin.
It is not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. One week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
There's no need for that. You're acting so sincere. I'm actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Ting Yun?
I go as the wind blows, so you may decide for me.
again kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
Miss Ting Yoon, you're finally back. You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
This is it. Needed for the edit. Oh, that was the scene that you need? I was very quiet during the scene, so if you just grab the clip during the stream, just grab and go. I have words though. I have words. I just need to see I just need to see her face real quick.
Huh? What's wrong?
It's nothing. Just a trivial matter.
Yes. Smash. Definitely. Anyway, moving on.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears. I nearly died. Just now.
Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscing of the chaos before the birth of the universe. And Mr. Chaos.
Don't be afraid.
Damn, I didn't get to read it fully. Hang on. I hear it. Amidst the chaos, a voice emerged, resonating like that of the creator.
What is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing. You're not alone.
Who are you? And who am I? Is that where I came from? And where does this path lead?
Number 8 added. Ooh. Yes, please. I'll replace Runway.
Benefactor, let me lend you a hand.
Damn it! I can't go through stuff. Let me see. Upset. They were like, no.
Not yet time to return. That looks so familiar. Does she want to lead me somewhere?
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
Ooh.
That's
Alright,
great.
I'll get it.
Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager. Will it even work?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me. Could you tell me where I am? Can they not hear me?
Also, obviously, this is like the main reason why I don't think the Tingyun can be here, but look at the amount of like fire that you can do. Plus, Tingyun, I believe it's her ability. From what I was reading, she can bless or she can give a buff to a DPS, and that is in a sense the temporary fire or firefly weakness break that Firefly implements whenever she's in her enhanced burst mode. Yeah, no, her VA changed. Like, that is confirmed. Like, her VA entirely changed. But yeah, Ting Yun can be on a Firefly team, but you don't really need to do that. You can put her like somewhere else. I would say maybe like an Acheron team, or like a Dot team. That would be helpful. So like either a Kafka or Acheron team, one of the two.
This girl is...
Actually, if they give dot support to everyone, then yeah. Anyway, though extremely, you could probably have like both an Acheron team and a Kafka team, which now that I think about it, sounds really cool. Though extremely rare, the observation subject has provided short answers for simple questions, even though her cognition is still a chaotic state. From what has been observed so far, she is not capable of composing long and complex sentences. However, unbearable intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency enough to interrupt her thoughts or even render her temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Baron May for her to decide whether the observed subject's senses should be temporarily numbed before conducting questioning. Correction: we have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying to use as much as we can to alleviate her pain. No further questioning will be made until her body's repair has made some progress. Until then, this is a record of the question that the observed subject has already answered. What is your name? Subject replied within 3 seconds, Ting Yun. What did you encounter? Observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness. After being questioned for a time, it can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited period of coherence.
Ting Yun. What a familiar name.
She is just like
Do
in
I
Link
know
Shell,
her?
only more buffs to Firefly.
Question it. Keep moving forward.
Not
You again. Who's talking to me?
not like Firefly. No. The best way to think about it is She is like Harmony MC and Ruan Mei. Like she does both. She can do. That's wonderful. She like she does both of their buffs, but at a minimal degree because Ruan Mei specializes in Super Break. Ruan Mei specializes in Break. So she does both of those together at very minimum stuff. She does a little bit of what Firefly, but for Firefly, she implements the fire weakness breaks to like I want to say the main target, and then everything adjacent can be super broken, but does not have the fire. I have hiccups. But yeah, Firefly does not implement fire weakness breaks to everything, just the main target, and then everything adjacent just gets broken. Yeah, I'm pulling for her. I'm pulling for her. For example, Firefly's traces. Let's go there. Whenever I find it. Here we are. Restores a portion of unit's HP, applies fire weakness to a single enemy target, deals massive fire damage to his target and damage of adjacent targets. Like I said, it's just one target has that weakness break, but everything adjacent to it hurts a lot. Ting Yun, however, she doesn't do what Firefly does. She doesn't give fire weakness break to anything, but rather in fact, she buffs your DPS, and that DPS basically implements that weakness of their element onto that enemy. Like it doesn't really implement, but what it does is, for example, let's go to Shui Yun. Shui Yun, so Shui Yi, when given the Ting Yun buff, the next time she attacks, even though that enemy does not have quantum weakness,
in custody.
Yeah, Shui Yi will literally do quantum break damage on an enemy because Ting Yun's newest buff. Like, even though the enemy does not.
Custody. Who's next?
Yeah. Even though she doesn't have, even though the enemy does not have the quantum weakness, Ting Yun allows, well, in this case, Shui Yi, to do break damage.
The path is.
And for example, if Acheron was there, Acheron would basically do the same thing. Give the buff to Acheron. Now Acheron can just shred through every single break the enemy has. Even with her ult, Acheron can just immediately shred through it. Give it to Kafka. Same thing. Even though the enemy does not have lightning damage, Ting Yun will now just allow Kafka to let her destroy the shields that the enemy has. Basically that's what Ting Yun mainly does, and as well as that, she does a little bit of what Ruan Mei does, which is the that flower lotus that you see upon shatters. It does break damage and then they're stunned again. Ting Yun does a little bit of that. She does a little bit of MC, which MC special Harmony MC specifically specializes in super break damage, and then everything that the MC does allows people to do super break. Yeah, Ting Yun does a little bit, just a little bit of what Harmony MC does. After that, that's all that Ting Yun does. She's just meant to be a support. Not, I don't know if she heals, if she does, that would mean that she is a Nihility healer, and I'd be so happy for that. Thank God we have a Nihility healer. I think that's meant to be someone else. I don't think it's her. But yeah, that's literally Tingyun. Tingyun is your second Ruron Mei, but on more steroids. She does more super break damage. She can do weakness implementation for a little bit, just for the main DPS, and can help with break. Yeah, literally she's there to like help you slot in people in case like you don't wanna like see that. In case like you don't want to replace Ruron Mei. Because let's be honest, this is Firefly's entire team. It's not really going to get changed. And if it does, okay. Ling Sha, she doesn't do what Ling Sha does. She doesn't heal, like, at all. But yeah, no. I will do this just so like we can see her. We can see in battle.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body.
And I'll read your bio later. I'm just gonna go through this real quick.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous. And you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
My scars? Wait!
Now we're fighting it.
Is this called coexisting?
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
So, this is Tingyun, her ability, and we now have everything. Basic attack, deals minor damage. Jason. Skill grants one ally Foxy and Prayer, which increases break and enables to reduce toughness when attacking enemies that don't have that corresponding weakness. Makes his unit enter torch state, enhancing basic attack and ally units with Foxy and Prayer attacks. Tingyun has a chance to reduce the enemy's target defense. Ultimate. Deals damage to all enemies. This attack ignores weakness type to reduce all enemies' toughness. That's the shield I mentioned. While Tingyun is on the field, enemies' targets will get additionally afflicted with Cloud Flame Luster. When Cloud Flame Luster is reduced to 0, the enemy will take weakness break damage. Again, after allies attack weakness broken enemy targets, additionally deals super break damage. Technique. Inflicts daze on enemies within a certain area. After entering battle by a dazed Fugue's action, or Tingyun's action, with a high chance to inflict each enemy target with the same defense reduction state as that applied by Fugue's skill. Here's her stuff. That's a little attack, so that's HP. You don't have to focus on crit rate or crit damage. You're focusing on break. That's like the thing you want. And you're not focusing on any damage boost. You're just focusing on break and effect hit rate. Okay. So I'll give this, let's say, skip the fire.
Unite our goals.
Joining the battle.
She doesn't have anything, but look at what I'm doing. Immediately super
Allow
broke.
me to purge the root of the problem.
And not only that, because Ting Yun did her Foxian thing and every enemy is kind of weakness broken, they're all gonna lose toughness no matter what.
Be of your body and mind.
Stay in step.
Dream vanished.
Sam in position.
I still haven't used Sam's enhanced state.
May the foul stench dissipate quickly. Yeah.
Take your position.
Share good fortunes.
See it? Already losing toughness.
Let's seize this fine moment. Cloud scatter.
Time to cleanse the filth.
Stay in
I
step.
still haven't used Sam's enhanced state. After seeing Q, my bio explains it all. Yes.
Let's seize this fine moment. Dream vanished.
Joining the battle.
Dreams of a past life are now all gone. Though life is as a speck of dust, it dances still in grace.
I'm pulling for her.
Prime. Detonate.
I still haven't used the burst, and I just want Ting Yun to like special really show you Ting Yun.
Battle.
There's no harm in sharing good fortunes.
Please allow me to purge the root.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Sam in executing attack.
How can it be? Why are there still so many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either?
As I said before, you can't defeat them. No one can. You can fall into the darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction. Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
Return to the world? What are you saying? Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal? I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me all this?
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path. And only by walking this path.
I just realized something. Ruron May's name is not there. Like, it's not there at all.
Will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side? Feeling more awake?
Now it's there.
Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived. But someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit. Yet, you were also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation. There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before, these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it. Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction. With this, the debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Who?
Don't worry about it. You should sleep for a little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't remember any of these details. I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
At this point, passive ends revealed by turning residue to darkness once more.
I pass out?
Only for a little. It's okay. You didn't end up in Dreamslux Reef. We were just about to make a memorial portrait of you.
A little quick to the draw, aren't you?
The tuning rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point in hiding it from you anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
You're putting it lightly, well, Mr. Yang. Mate, she snapped her neck.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
Oh yeah, she not only snapped her neck, she also took a lot of divination water from inhibitor Lumine. Yeah, no, it was a big ordeal. It was a very big ordeal.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right. So long as nobody was hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
Shortly after.
Soul glad again. I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Huh? But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here. You're not coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any decisions should you run into any difficulties.
Okay. We better hurry then. It's ridiculous! How can I keep bumping into...
Where are you planning to go next?
Could you give me some time to think about it?
Shall we keep going then?
Where are we going? What are we doing here again?
Did you forget already? Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance, so we're here to help her pick out souvenirs.
I'm not too familiar with this planet. I'm worried an unscrupulous cutthroat merchant will try to take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou. So I'll be counting on both your stakeholder intuitions for recommendations.
As if a merchant could seriously take advantage of you.
No, I already picked up a few gifts earlier. So that means there's only 3 more left to go. But we've already lost a lot of time.
E6 S1 Fugue when I don't know if I get lucky. I
So
hope
we
you get
better
lucky.
not drag our feet.
I hope you get lucky. 1 second. Anyway. Honestly, like, Ting Yun being, like, how she's built, you could actually use Gallagher as well in another team as, like, finally. So, Ting Yun, and I think I mentioned this as well, or I'll just say Fugue, she allows Boot Hill's team to now function perfectly, or a Rappa team to function perfectly as well, because Rappa does not have the weakness break and enhancement. Boot Hill does, from the tutorials that I played with him. He does, but you have to accumulate the bounty first. Like, you have to accumulate a lot of bounty for his stuff. And that can take time, because sometimes that doesn't work as well. So it is literally just a hit, like a hit or a miss with him sometimes. But Tingyun now functions perfectly for both of them. I mentioned you could put her in a dot team, and that will be fine. You can put her in the Acheron team, and that will be fine. Basically, wherever you think that Ruan Mei can slot in, you can replace that with Ting Yun instead. Or I keep saying Ting Yun, but I'll just say Fugue for simplicity, but basically that's a general sense of it. She is wonderful. But yeah. Obviously, for now, I am going to call it here. So yeah, for now, cheers. We'll continue the story soon.